So, Miss Jones, I think I have a general understanding of what your issue is and what you would like to see happen.
Now I want to go in a step-by-step order of what happened with the rent each month, so I know exactly how much you might owe and how often you were late.
Okay, so let's start with the month of April.
When your ex came to your apartment by force and took your rent money. When did this happen?
Late in March.
And how much did he take?
The whole amount, $400. I had it in a dresser drawer. He knows where I keep my rent money.
Did you call the police?
I didn't call the police. It's never helped in the past, and police just blame me and let him go, and it makes him mad, and I'd be worse off. Someone else called the police, but I told them nothing happened.
Were you injured during this incident?
I had some bruises and a cut over my eye. The police wanted me to go to the hospital, but I didn't want to. I just wanted everyone to leave. I'm more concerned about getting evicted.
I understand. We can help you access other forms of support or file a claim to the Criminal Injuries Compensation Board later if you'd like.
Okay.
Let's get back to your immediate issue. Your ex has now broken your door, he's taken your money. Then what happened?
I'd asked the landlord to fix the door right away, but he said it was my fault my ex came in and that I had to fix it. It wasn't my fault, but anyway, I couldn't pay the full rent, so I paid $200 at the beginning of the month, the money I had borrowed from my brother. Then at the end of April, I scraped together another $150 and gave that to him, so eventually paid all of April.
Your rent was originally $400, so was it in April that you decided that you should only have to pay $350 because of the broken door?
Yes.
Okay. And did you discuss this lower payment with your landlord?
I think I told him, but he didn't agree with me. I paid the lower amount anyway.
And how about in May?
Well, I had just given him $150 at the end of April, and that was all I had. So by the beginning of May, I didn't have money again. I didn't want to borrow from my brother again, so I did what I could, you know.
And how much did you pay in May?
I think $200. I got a check from the government near the beginning of the month for $100, and I gave him that. Then when I got my assistance at the end of the month, I gave him another $100, and I had to pay some other bills.
Did you happen to pay any more in May?
No.
Now how about in the month of June?
I did pay June. I paid $350. I paid it at the end of the month when I got my check. July is the same, and the next month will be $2.
So based on a $350 a month rent, you're $150 behind in May, and you're paying the rent at the end of the month rather than the beginning. Is that correct?
That's right. I just can't catch up.
And you've been paying $350 a month rather than $400 since April, so roughly 4 months now.
Yes.
And the door to your apartment has been left broken the entire time since the end of March?
Yes, I put things up against it to keep it closed when I'm home. I've asked the landlord at least 7 times in writing to fix it, but he says it's my fault and it's still broken today.
It's going to be very important for us to have as much evidence as we can in order to support what you're saying. Do you have any receipts? Do you have any requests to get the door fixed?
Well, I do have some receipts I can give to you here. It's not for all of the payments I made. And for my request for the door, I might have a copy of that at home.
Okay, that's great. I'll make some photocopies of this, and if you could bring in those other documents later, that would be wonderful.
But first I want to make sure that I understand what happened and how you want to go forward with this.
Okay.
Can I summarize what I have so far?
Mm-hmm.
In March, your ex-boyfriend gained entry to your building and broke down your apartment door. He assaulted you and stole your rent money. As a result, you've been late with rent ever since. Right now, based on $350, you owe $150 and have been late with the rent each month.
You've been paying $350 rather than the $400 rent for 4 months, since April. You've asked your landlord to repair the broken door, but he said that it's your responsibility to do so. Because you've been late with your rent, your landlord has thus served you with a notice to leave. You would like to stay in your apartment and get your door fixed. Is that correct?
Yes.
You also mentioned that access to hot water is an ongoing issue. Is that something you want to pursue?
Yes, it is. I didn't even think I could.
We can discuss that in more detail and consider putting in a claim. Today, I can help you fill out an application and address the maintenance and security concerns you've outlined, the broken door and the access to hot water. There may be a filing fee for the application.
Oh, I can't afford a fee. Can you just talk to my landlord?
The clinic may be able to pay for the filing fee. I can speak to your landlord, but first we should prepare some consent forms. I need your written permission to discuss this with the landlord-tenant board, and your social assistance worker.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go speak with my supervisor to make sure that I haven't missed anything.
Okay.